Welcome, stars. This is G, and I am in the star room. I'm going to kick it off with a new moon. So, it's all about a new beginning. It's all about a fresh start. Get your mind ready, get your heart activated, and get your higher mind aligned. Our future that is so totally new. It's a dreamy new moon. This new moon's ruler, Neptune. So it's all about fantasy, your make-believe. It is all about miracles possibly coming true. For March 2nd, if we are metaphysicians, we understand when we focus our intentions with our feelings, we can make stuff happen. Lift ourselves up by our bootstraps. We really do imagine the full throttle, the full power of what can be, the possibilities, and it almost may seem like a fantasy. The whole point is that it's Neptune energy. It's a new moon in the sign of dreamy, sleepy, anything is possible, Pisces. Again, it's the sun and the moon. When they're together, that's what gives you new moon energy. The sun and the moon together. Because it's in the sign of Pisces, that makes Neptune the ruler of this new moon, which is interesting because when we've talked about Neptune, we know that Neptune has been a big player in this pandemic. Neptune is associated, especially for the US's chart, it's Neptune opposing Neptune. It happens every 100 years. Hopefully, the next 100 years will have gleaned some knowledge from what we're going through right now and how we could somehow get through the next one shorter. Pisces energy is all about coming together, though. It's all about unity. It's all about at one-ment. It's we are all one. It is together we are better. Piscean energy is sacrifice. It's understanding that to make things happen, sometimes we have to make those sacrifices. The other thing about Pisces energy, because remember, all energies have the vices and the virtues, right? And one of the videos, I think it's the one up on Chainflix most recently, I explain the 3 different types of energy. And yes, there's degrees, gray degrees in between, the extremes in our world, the black and the white. There's all that, the reality, which is the gray. When it comes to that Piscean energy, understanding that dreams and fantasy, not just sacrifice, but martyr type of energy. The woe is me. I've been doing all this sacrificing and I'm sacrificing and I'm sacrificing and nobody else is, or, and then wanting to be the martyr, wanting and almost to be put up on a pedestal. Like, oh my gosh, look what that person did. And so there's a little bit of a grandiose, knock yourself down a few notches, come down to earth, get your feet planted onto the ground and be a little bit more rooted in reality and a little bit less egoic. And that is one of the beautiful things about Piscean energy. It has the ability to dissolve the ego. And so that's how we get the unity. But going through the 3 levels of Piscean energy, remember all energy at the bottom level, it's just really young. It's really young and it's got a lot of learning to do, and then as you age and you grow and you live and you love and you lose and some rewards, you get a little bit wiser. And then as you get even older, you start to not rely so much on the physical realm because you realize that your physical body is limited. You really start to see some of the beauties that you may not have recognized before in your life and then the world around us. Very dreamy energy, very creative energy. It is all about fantasy, sci-fi. It's great for creative endeavors. We have Piscean energy in the United States 3rd house of thinking, of being logical and rational. Well, Pisces is not rational or logical. Virgo is logical and rational. It likes to see the details. It has the ability to hold on to the details, to track the details, and to be able to connect the dots. And the 2 + 2 + 2 doesn't equal 6, then it's like something's wrong. However, Pisces would say, but 2 donuts over here and 2 donuts over here, and say, well, that equals 6. Because in Pisces' mind, it just inflates those donuts a little bit, and it can be the number 6. Because that's Pisces. Remember, its ancient ruler was Jupiter. So it's Jupiter and Neptune, not to confuse anybody, but this is the possibility for not only the angelic realm, but anytime you're dealing with Neptune, it's a possibility for miracles. Okay, because it is Jesus in the garden praying. That is Piscean energy. It is a power that is beyond the 3D. It's a power up there in the 5D, something that we think we grasp it. We talk about it and we think we understand. Have we had past lives? Is there alternate reality? What is deja vu, right? We have all those conversations. We just try to make sense out of something that we just really truly don't fully grasp because we don't really truly fully use our whole brain. Pisces is it blurs the details. It makes them hard to see. Remember the story in the Bible? I'm so sorry that Bible stuff keeps coming up, but I spent so many years studying it. And so this is the Pisces new moon. And what did they call when there was this old man in the street and he had these things over his eyes, and Jesus came and talked with him, and they disappeared, right? I forget what they called them. I see them today as cataracts, right? When Christ came, the vision was cleared. And see, that's Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter. When you have the sun and the moon together, metaphorically in your life, this is almost the same as a rebirth. This new moon indicates that you are likely to be a pioneer. How you see yourself and feel about yourself are one, and this can make you feel very centered, sometimes even narrow-minded. You can lack objectivity and perspective. If you develop sensitivity and compassion, then you will truly achieve a greater sense of yourself and become better able to achieve your goals.